Hey guys, Jarek here, going to be doing some more Halo 3, and just like last video, my audio got messed up in my capture card, so I'm playing some Halo music and I turned down the gameplay audio. It was too bad to listen to. So I'm just playing some of Martin O'Donnell's music in the background. If anything, that's actually better than the gameplay audio, because, I mean, you can't go wrong with Marty O'Donnell's music. But yeah, I'm playing some Infection, and this is something I didn't really do back in the day for numerous reasons. One, Infection in Halo 3 isn't quite as good as it was in Reach and in Halo 4. It was kind of its debut for Infection. They had a lot to learn. You can sort of see the Infection as Halo goes along. It definitely got a lot better in Halo Reach, and in Halo Reach they recognize this is a popular game mode, people like it. We're gonna make it its own playlist and take it out of rotation of the other playlists, and I approve of that a lot. And really, that's the main reason. That's the second reason is that they put it in the Rumble Pit playlist. Why they decided to do this, I have no fucking idea. And this is the most infuriating thing about playing Halo 3, and really just Halo games in general, is of how bad the playlists are set up. They're not specific enough. Because when I go into Rumble Pit, I want Free-for-All Slayer. I don't go into Rumble Pit to get Free-for-All objectives. But unfortunately, objectives are thrown into Rumble Pit like crazy. You have Oddball, you have King of the Hill, you have Slayer, and pretty much any game type that could work for Free-for-All that has objectives in it, you're going to see it pop up. Which is infuriating to see pop up when you can't really vote for it. It's just a veto system. Some people veto... Oh gosh, this is the most infuriating thing. So, the map Cold Storage kept coming up. I love this map because it's a remake of Halo 1's Chill Out. That's one of my favorite Halo maps. But people keep vetoing it. Every time it came up, people would veto it. I haven't played it once because of that reason. And then what shows up after people veto it? Fucking Infection? Fucking Oddball? Fucking all this shit I don't want to play. And Infection has no reason to be in free-for-all to begin with. It makes no sense. It's not a free-for-all game mode, so why is it there? And now, like I said, I like Infection, but it's just not in the correct placement. It's completely out of place. So that's the reason I didn't really play Halo 3 Infection a whole lot. I never wanted to play something that was basically just kind of goof around when I'm in the Rumble Pit free-for-all type thing. Oh, and right there I was trying to turn up the brightness a little bit because it seemed a little bit bright on my LCD, but it seems to be fine in the recording. Actually, it seems to be much brighter in the recording than it actually was in the game. Alright, so for this round, I am not infected like I was in the first one. I think I do get infected off of someone surviving a direct point-blank shotgun because I forgot how... Oh man, the shotgun in Halo 3, it's effective, but worthless in comparison to the shotguns in the other Halo games. It just has very, very little range. You pretty much have to be point-blank in their face, practically touching them to actually get a one-hit kill. That said, the safest thing to do, it's still very effective, and it's still, by every means, a power weapon, but the safest thing to do is to basically shoot and then melee, and I swear, you will get a further lunge range if you shoot a shotgun and then melee afterward. If you do that, I swear you can melee a good 5-10 feet farther away than you're supposed to be able to. So it's very effective. It's very effective if you do that, but it's still not as effective as, say, the shotgun in Halo 1 is. And hey, the shotgun in Halo 1 was... as good as it was still balanced in the game. I mean, I could still use the pistol and easily take someone out that had a shotgun. I could still use an assault rifle and still take someone out that had a shotgun. Other than the plasma pistol, you could pretty much use anything and take someone out that had a shotgun, so I don't see why they would change it in the other ones, but... They decided that the shotgun was a little bit too overpowered, so they nerfed the range a lot, and, you know, I can't really complain too much. I kind of despise the power weapons in Halo Reach because they're way overpowered, so I can see why they did that. As far as the other power weapons go in Halo 3, I think Halo 3 definitely did a very good job of balancing these in. There's a very big risk for reward factor when it comes to the power weapons. Say the rocket launcher, in Halo 1, you could say the same thing about Halo 1. The rocket launcher is very slow. There's a very good chance that if you miss that first shot, actually you're most likely going to die if you miss the first shot. You probably won't be able to get that second shot off. Even if you do get the second shot off, there's a very long reloading animation. Halo 2 didn't really work this way. The rocket launcher was a lot faster. All the power weapons in Halo 2 were kind of overpowered. And I understand their power weapons are supposed to be strong, but they were a little too strong in Halo 2. It put too much emphasis on running to the power weapons and locking down the map that way. And people became cheap, and they didn't know how to actually use the guns that they had starting with. They needed a power weapon to win, which is kind of pathetic. Halo 3 and Halo 1 did a very good job trying to get people not to react this way. Trying to get people to shy away from the power weapon. Like I said, there's also a bit of a risk for reward factor. The power weapons were usually in a somewhat difficult location to get to. Either they were in the middle of the map where you became the primary target if you tried to get it, or they were on some high platform, and there's some heavy bullshit I was talking about earlier where I shot someone point blank with a shotgun and they fucking survived it, so I got infected that way, which is really frustrating. But yeah, usually the weapons, the power weapons in Halo 3, they were put in some location that was somewhat difficult to get to. So getting them was a little bit of a challenge within itself. So I'm glad they did that overall. Anyway, there's been the end of this infection game. I won the match with 8 kills, kind of a few kills ahead of everybody else. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.